pretty much just as damaging, and it has the utility of being able to heal new waifu, right? These are all fully upgraded. And the one thing we actually are lacking are all of our camp skills. Let's see. Well, actually, we're pretty golden on all our camp skills. So I don't really actually like Pick to the Face all that much, because Dagger is just all around better. Same amount of damage, a little bit less accuracy, higher crit mod, and it adds accuracy as you use it. I don't really like Toxin Trickery either, because it doesn't do anything the moment you use it, unless I suppose you have Blight or Bleed, right? Hellions are pretty self-explanatory. Some people really like Iron Swan. I have it leveled up all the way, but since Hag is a fatty, if it bleeds, works just fine on her. There's no need to use Iron Swan for the extra 5% crit, right? Because 12 extra damage is a big deal. 12 extra guaranteed damage, just about. So I think we're all set as far as our heroes, and the only thing I haven't talked about is Dismas here, who, for whatever reason, never gets a negative quirk. I think he's gotten 2 or 3. You can see the Let's Play. He's been here the whole time, and he's just seriously badass. That's why his name is Badass, right? Take Aim is a really good skill. We'll probably stack it once before we hit the Hag, and we're definitely going to give him clean guns, because we're going to be using this pistol shot over and over and over, and we want that 28% crit on him. As far as our provisions go, I don't really care about those rewards. I'm at the point where the stuff doesn't even matter anymore. I'm going to take 16 food. And by 16, I mean 18. I think standard is about 16. But every once in a while you get unlucky, and your guys just get really hungry. Since this is a boss fight, and I have 10,000, we'll actually go 18. This area is pretty notorious for having lots of obstacles, so let's go ahead and grab 4 of these. And for the torches, we actually don't need that many, because we'll be using our Vestal's skill that stuns and increases the torchlight level. But we're going to grab 16 to be safe. That, and we'll be camping, so that's another torch we don't need. Bandages are good for certain things. We'll talk about it as we get there, but we're just going to be heading straight for the boss. We might grab a couple of these to get rid of some stress, or maybe to grab some neat buffs. All in all, I think we'll still turn a profit on this, even though we're just trying to head straight to that.
As time wore on, her wild policy of self-experimentation grew intolerable. She quaffed all manner of strange fungi, herbs, and concoctions, intent on gaining some insight into the horror we both knew to be growing beneath us. The change in her was appalling, and no longer able to stomach it, I sent her to live in the Weald, where her wildness would be welcomed.
My general strategy for attacking mobs is to smoke and poke. So this Hellion and this Highwayman are our smokers. They hit hard, and they hit single targets very hard. Strangely enough, the pokers are supposed to be single target, high accuracy, low damage dealers that finish off what our big hit smokers hit. But if we see lots of weak enemies, or we have an opportunity to hit a fatty target and kill something behind it, we will use these AoE skills, even though there is kind of a risk involved with using them. Conversely, the Vestal is mostly used to heal. I mean, I guess that's not really a big surprise, but Even if she needs to heal someone and doesn't need healing herself, we still may use these two skills because it's better to get rid of damage sources and threats than it is to heal damage that's just going to be done by something you could have killed anyways, right? Okay, this is not too scary. We definitely want to get rid of these guys because they cause diseases. We're going to look at how much damage we can do. We can't one-shot these, but we can come pretty close, and we might get lucky with a crit, right? That's a pretty low roll. Not a very good chance that we'll kill this, but I don't want to risk lunging forwards, so we'll just go ahead and dagger it. That was unexpected.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
So as we're playing, we definitely need to kill one thing around. Not killing something is really, really, really bad. That's a really low chance to hit, 60%. I think we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that risk and try and stun this guy, just so we don't take the damage next round. And it does not pay off. Alright, this thing needs to die.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. A powerful blow.
So far, we're on target. We need to kill one thing per round. Okay? So, we can take this risk. Or we just go slashy slashy. I think I like slashy slashy.
Decimated.
Wow. Was not expecting that. Looks like we have about 50-50 of stunning this guy if we hit him. So let's take it.
The match is struck.
Good. So we
Blazing
basically
star is born.
killed this guy because he's not going to survive for 2 turns. So we exceeded expectations by killing more than one thing per round. Well, he wasn't supposed to attack us, but...
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, let's count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's probably here. The hag's usually the farthest away she can be. We'll go like this. Maybe. No, we'll go to here and see if we can get a good scout in. You might be thinking, oh, if you had brought bandages, Dismas wouldn't be bleeding, right? But it's like 4 damage, we're gonna camp, we have a healer. Just let him deal with it. Don't spend the money to get bandages. Skip the mummy. We're not trying to gather resources, we're just trying to kill the hag. See this 80%? I don't think anyone else is even close. Oh, 70. 70. She's probably horrible. Oh, 50-50. So we're going to use her to disarm the trap, obviously. I want to keep this light above 75 so we don't get stressed out. Yeah, it's worth. Stress resist, not really a big deal. This should be a battle right here. It'd be nice having a cultist right now. Okay, these guys are hitting really hard. We're gonna have to take this risk.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. A singular strike. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
It sucks seeing crits go down on stuff that is half dead already, but what can you do? Since he has so much bleed resist, we're gonna go for the crit.
Well struck.
Oh my goodness.
How quickly the tide turns. Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
We're better off just killing it rather than stalling for the heal.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Sometimes this does nothing. Sometimes it does that. She's pretty low, so we're gonna need a camp soon.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
If we don't eat, then I'm gonna feed her some food actually. Especially if we find out where the boss is and there's no room battles in between. Oh boy, here we go. I thought it was going to show me the whole map. Alright, let's go ahead and camp here.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
We're going to use these two because we need this to mess the hag up. And we're going to use this. The rest is going to go into healing. We're just going to hope we don't get ambushed, to be honest. If we get ambushed here and we take damage, we will probably retreat. Everything is attacked here, so it doesn't really matter what we try to hit. This is where we hope we get lucky. Oh, we did not plan well.
This expedition at least promises success.
Took some unnecessary damage there.
Promise of safety.
We really need these two to die. That's horrible. That's horrible. We actually don't mind her getting hit too much.
Executed with impunity.
Oh my goodness. I don't understand when I have 10 speed. This guy with 7 speed goes first.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
That's one thing I do not understand. But let's go. Let's go balls out. She is gonna die if she gets to Death's Door, but risk reward, right?
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh, she's down here. Okay.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
If we didn't have a shovel for that,
Misintent.
we would take damage, lose light, and lose health, and stress. So basically everything bad that could happen would happen.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Sometimes if you try to avoid a fight, the game will put a fight in front of you, but we don't really need this treasure, so we're gonna skip it. There's gonna be a fight there.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
We're also gonna go as far as we can without eating. Cool. So we're gonna waste all of our food on this square. Please don't get hit by this.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Okay, even though she has 80% resist, and that should not have happened generally, we probably should have used Dismas, who has less resist but could afford to take the hit. Some people will go into this fight with a low light and try and get more crits. I just go in with Radiant Light. I don't know if you can actually get surprised by the hack, but I don't want to find out.
Only the strength to follow it.
No more food. We're done after this. Hopefully we don't get hungry right after the fight.
Twisted and maniacal, a slathering testament to the powers of corruption.
That's actually the best person to go into the pot. Oh! Holy crap, that crit. So usually you don't see a 53 damage crit, but sometimes that happens and we kill her in like 2 turns.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
We're actually going to lunge forward to try and kill her.
Leave her corpse to rot, consumed by the spores she spawned.
Good. Done, done. Gonna get this chest with someone who won't die.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Wow, this thing's really good. We probably want it on her. This thing's okay. We're gonna ditch it for money, money. Oh, well, I guess. I guess we don't have to. I think this is worthless. Time to go, boys. That's the hag done with RNGesus on your side. Wow. Meh. Pretty good luck. Pretty good luck. See you next time when we hit the Necromancer. Or Swine King. Probably Swine King. He's easier. Hey Dungeon Runners, welcome back. As you can see, this is what we're working with, and I think it's time that we go take out Champion Hag. So as far as a hag goes, what we're looking for are attacks that go past her pot. Yeah, pot confirmed bad for you. Let's see. There she is. I have yet to actually experience the horrors of the champion level monster mobs, but this is a pretty standard setup. This is what I expect most people to be running, except for Lack of Crusader on Hag Witch, because he's not all that useful against the Hag. The people who are really useful are the people who can inflict status changes, who have a high critical chance, and who can attack the back row. So let's look at her. These are, oh, actually her armor's not fully upgraded. And yes, this is the OG Dismas right here. She's really resistant to blight, so poison dart's not really all that useful. Alright, so here's our setup. And I'll let you look. We have all these neat quirks and all these negative quirks, right? But the big deal is we don't have any really bad negative quirks. Like this one might seem bad, but we don't use Mace Bash because Judgment is